My tongue tries to strangle me at night when I'm sleeping. Been doing it for 30, 35, 40 years. Sounds dramatic, right? Yeah, well, it is. It's a dramatic way of talking about obstructive sleep apnea. But basically, my lower jaw sits far enough back in my skull that the root of my tongue is a little further back into my airway than it probably should have been if I was normal. Muscles are going to relax when you're asleep. My tongue is going to relax back into my airway and block it a little bit. I started having symptoms in my mid-20s. I didn't get diagnosed until my mid-30s. Back then, obstructive sleep apnea was a relatively not very well understood condition. There wasn't as much information about it. I didn't even hear about it until I'd been struggling with it for a decade. I only got tested because I knew a couple of other people who were already being treated for it. And one summer, I just kept having consistently poor sleep quality, even though I was sleeping the number of hours that everyone's supposed to sleep. And I thought, well, geez, I don't seem like I'm the candidate for this kind of thing, but I guess I should check. And they told me, well, you seem to have a moderate case. Some people would cruise right through it, and some people it would be really bad, and we don't know for sure that you'll benefit from treatment. But okay, we'll try it. And within like 3 or 4 days, I was feeling a lot better. For that 10 or 12 years before I was diagnosed, I had migraines 3 or 4 times a month. My body was struggling to adapt, doing without quality sleep. Somehow that was the symptom. The number one thing that changed when I got treated. Even just in the past decade that I've been working out and getting fitter and talking to other people who are into fitness, the dialogue about the importance of sleep quality has just gotten more and more detailed, and more people are coming forward to talking about the difference it makes to them. There's more and more scientific research. So I've been treated for my apnea for 24 years, but even in that time, the difference it makes to normal people to get good quality sleep and recovery, let alone people like me with a condition, it's just gotten more and more clear. There were times in the old days when I'd go into work and tell my boss that I'd had a rough night, even with my apnea machine going on all night. And he looked right at me and said, "Pete, come on. Everybody has trouble sleeping now and then." Well, yeah. Not 10 years of migraines. Not having to sleep with a machine strapped to you every night in order to not get strangled by your tongue. But yeah, sleep matters. Like anybody else who's trying to take care of my own health in the midst of coping with disabilities, it gives me some additional things that I have to consider. I gotta prioritize my recovery. I don't stay out late in the evenings because I know I'm not necessarily gonna make up sleep in the next couple of days. And even on treatment, it takes a toll out of me. I was never a night owl anyway, fortunately, so I didn't have to give up what some people would have to. As with anything else, the fact that I attend to my physical well-being on top of the official medical treatments that I get is probably why I'm doing as well as I am at this age. I'm not sure I'd be here if I weren't treated and if I weren't supplementing my official medical treatment with my own action. Long-term sleep deprivation, long-term apnea contributes to hypertension. Hypertension can contribute to strokes. I have a family history of stroke. That may still be what takes me out, but I'm not going to go down without a fight. And the best thing is, I'm enjoying the fight while I'm in it. Not true when I had all those migraines.